Have you ever lost your child or grandchild even for a few seconds? Am I the only one that's ever done that? Sunday when I was doing my shopping for, when I went home in D&W in Grand Haven, I had turned just in time, and there was this grandmother-looking person had her little 3 or 4-year-old granddaughter, and they were shopping together. And the little girl ran ahead of grandmother, and she got around the salad bar, you know. So grandma's on this side, and the little girl's on this side. And for 3 seconds, I saw absolute panic on this grandmother's face. I mean, absolute terror. So I yelled to her, she's on the other side, you know. So she stopped, and of course the little girl came running around like nothing happened, all sort of excited that, you know, grandma was looking for her, you know. And what was really beautiful, you know, grandma gave her a hug and said, now don't ever do that. You know, again, you know, you're making grandma go older really quick when you do that. Today, we hear this story, and I've never preached on this for this feast day, but something struck me today or last night. We hear the story of Jesus and Joseph and Mary, and they get separated. They're in Jerusalem in this big festival, and they get separated. And not just for a few seconds, not for a few hours, not even for a day. I mean, for 3 full days. I mean, can you imagine the panic on any parent? I mean, not only would there be, you know, anger and disgust and frustration, but are we even going to see our child alive again, right? 3 full days. I mean, you begin to wonder, is my child even alive anymore? So when they do reunite, when Mary and Joseph do reunite with Jesus, and he says, you know, of course I think Mary would have, I said it sort of holy, but, you know, I think any of us would be screaming at our kids, right? You know, why in the world did you do this? He says, you know, don't you understand that I need to be about my Father's will? And what really captures me and why I'm preaching on this today is Mary and Joseph's response is, they don't understand. They don't understand. Here you have 2 of some of the holiest people in the world, right, that ever walked the face of the earth. Mary herself, who said yes to the angel when she could have ran away. She could have just run away that day. And yet she said yes to the will of God. You have Joseph, too, who could have run away and said, you know, I don't want to be part of this. And yet he stayed and he said yes. And they don't understand. For us today as we gather, and thank you for coming, all of you, I think there's something really human about that response. Actually, I think there's something actually life-giving for us. From the very fact that if Mary and Joseph don't understand exactly what just happened, and when we look at our own lives, how much do we not understand about our faith life? You know, what will this prognosis mean for me? What will this relationship mean for me? You know, I don't understand where my life is going, or why did that happen to me before? Much of our faith life is really about not understanding. It's really about trying to figure things out. So maybe the process of faith isn't so much about losing sight of God as if the problem really is that when we doubt and fear and we just stop and we stop searching anymore. Mary and Joseph never stopped searching for the will of God. That's who they were. I think for us today, I think we can just look at our lives and say, what are the things we don't understand in our life, in the past, in the present, and in the future? But how will we respond in faith to say, Lord, I know that you are here, that you are guiding me. So let's take that grace that God's offering us today, that even in our confusion and lack of understanding, we still need to have faith. We still need to have faith in God, that he's guiding us, just as Mary and Joseph did this day.